Greetings, 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 royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to another episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show with me, Royal B. All right, so hopefully you guys read the title. Got a couple of things on topic today, on the list of topics, I should say. Happy Tuesday. It is July 21st, 2020. We're almost done with the month of July. The zodiac sign Cancer, your season is coming to a close. Those Leos are right on your tail. Anyway, I want to talk about Auntie Maxine to the rescue. Okay, she could have possibly saved a black man's life. I'll get into that. Andrew Gillum, I have been wondering how brother Andrew's been doing, and he posted a video to his Instagram page. 10-minute video providing us with an update. I'll get into that. Update on Tamar Braxton, that is, and a couple of other topics. So make sure that you are liking the video as you are entering the room. That is your entry fee. And dropping your comments, respectful comments, that is, throughout the broadcast. And if you're watching the replay, same rules apply. Drop your comments, make sure you're liking the video, share the video. I don't mind. All right, now that the church announcements are over, let's get into it. All right, so you remember this young gal? This is KJ Smith. But for those of you who watch Tyler Perry's Sisters, this is Andy, right? So we're going to call her Andy. So she was recently on TMZ Live, and she said that she has been enjoying her time in quarantine because thanks to Tyler Perry, she's able to work, make new friends without worrying about her health, and the food is good too. She talked about having ribs and salmon, and she says that she's interacting with staff on Tyler Perry's team as far as interacting with other departments. She didn't mention if there were any new writers for the show. Okay, Tyler Perry got to step it up for season 2. The show has been renewed for a second season, so I'm looking forward to seeing where Tyler Perry is going to go with the plot. I digress. So Andy, again, she was on TMZ Live, and she described pretty much what life has been like inside Tyler Perry's massive studio complex in Atlanta, and that's where she's been the past couple of weeks filming Sisters. Now, KJ says that the cast and crew are undergoing consistent COVID testing, which makes her feel safe and secure, and everyone's being treated with their best interest in mind. She said that everyone is holding everyone accountable, making sure that everyone is wearing their masks, making sure that everyone is distancing, staying 6 feet apart from each other. Yeah, it's social distancing. She also says that the bubble-like setup for shooting Sisters is allowing everyone to make real human connection they wouldn't otherwise make if it was a traditional Hollywood set. So KJ even called the experience fun and said on set they refer to it as Camp Quarantine. Again, this is when she was talking to Harvey and them over at the TMZ Live. So she had her mask on when she shot her little video. So it sounds like Tyler Perry is taking good care of his employees. I do remember when he stated that Tyler Perry said that he was going to begin filming. I was nervous, but he has that compound under lock and key. Everyone is residing on the studio grounds. He's put everyone up. They have food, they have shelter. So there's no reason for them to leave the premises, and he does have medical professionals doing consistent testing. So hopefully we won't hear anything afterwards that the living conditions were deplorable, but I doubt it. Tyler Perry has money, and this is how you utilize your resources in a good way, right? He's got to get season 2 out. So Camp Quarantine hopefully is not like a boot camp. But drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be watching Sisters season 2, or are you just going to continue to watch my reviews? Thanks to all of you who made the reviews for Sisters season 1 fun and a success. Thanks. All right. Update time. Tamar Braxton. So we have an update I'm probably going to steer clear of even discussing Tamar Braxton going further because it's just some crazy stuff going on. So, update as far as her health is concerned, Tamar Braxton is reportedly alert and responsive, and she's now been transferred to a new hospital facility where she can receive more specialized mental health treatment. This is a spokesperson for the reality star toldtheblast.com. So sources close to the situation tell The Blast that Tamar is now awake and alert, talking to doctors about her situation and the days leading up to the hospitalization. So The Blast reported this, and they said that they were told at the time Tamar was rushed to the closest hospital to the location where she was found, quote, unconscious by her boyfriend David. But after she was stabilized, it was clear after she would need more specialized mental health treatment. So it sounds like they just took her to the closest hospital, got her stable, and then took her to a facility that specializes in what she needs treatment for. So Braxton was moved over the weekend to another Los Angeles hospital that has top specialists in the field of mental health, including depression, anxiety, assault, and trauma. So the good news is that prayers worked. God heard everyone's prayers, those who were hoping for a speedy recovery, and God saw fit to wake her up. And she is now conscious and getting the help that she needs. The most important thing is that she is getting the professional help that she needs. She has access to these resources. The same can't be said for everyone else or most people, but she has access to these resources. So utilizing these resources is the best thing that she can do for herself, because once she's at optimal health, mentally, physically, she can be there for her son. Okay? The reason why I said that I'll probably not be reporting anything else is because recently the 911 call that David made on Tamar's behalf was released. And I read the transcripts. He was sobbing uncontrollably, and he was talking to the 911 dispatcher. The dispatcher stayed on the phone with David until paramedics got in the room where he was, and David was crying and talking about the stress that Tamar was under as it pertains to the network WeTV. So I guess it was the dispatcher's job to keep him on the phone, and he felt like he had to express himself, but he was sobbing uncontrollably. He was crying, and he says, when do you get free? At what point do you get free? When is enough enough? I don't want to hear that, so I read it. It's online. If you guys want to go ahead and listen to it, be my guest. But this is just giving me a very weird energy. So I'm glad that Tamar is awake and she is getting the medical help that she needs. And hopefully she can get back to her regularly scheduled programming. No pun intended. All right, up next, let's move this train along. Let me tell y'all something right now. This woman is like a superhero, right? Like Maxine Waters is out here reclaiming her time, not taking any mess, you know, accepting the title as Auntie Maxine. You know what I mean? Engaging with young folk and out here saving black lives, possibly. So Congresswoman Maxine Waters pulled up, honey, on a traffic stop involving a black man and stopped. She pulled over and stopped to make sure that the cops were staying in line. Now, you already know that those officers were probably hot, like a VCR at a crack house, just hot. Because who does this woman think she is with this power? Congresswoman, black woman, checking up on us. Well, she pulled over. So she was driving in her district over the weekend, and she saw an LA County Sheriff patrol car. So she saw the officers in the process of detaining a black man, and that's all the info that Auntie Maxine needed. So she hit the brakes and she jumped out. So apparently she was not particularly well received, because the Congresswoman says that the deputies told her she parked illegally. She parked illegally, honey. So she was in danger of getting a ticket. So I do have the audio. This is, I think I got this from TMZ. So it's going to be loud because someone is recording her on their cell phone. So if it's too loud, my apologies. I'm giving you fair warning. So just listen to Auntie Maxine, honey. Okay?
You pulled over.
They stopped the brother, so I stopped to see what they were doing.
Right. Oh, okay.
So they say I'm in the wrong place, say they're going to give me a ticket. That's okay, as long as I watch them.
Gotta do what they gotta do, make sure.
All right. Bye, Maxine. Good luck.
So she just walked up. People were recording her. And she says, they told me that I was going to get a ticket. She said, but that's all right because I have to do what I have to do. We got to make sure that they're doing their job. Let me tell you something. Auntie Maxine was driving around, okay, probably on her way to Costco's, probably just played her numbers. Boy, probably. Auntie Maxine looked like she had her I'm about to go to Costco's wig on with her little cute little pink little sweatsuit. Probably just played her numbers, bought a whole bunch of scratch-offs, and pulled up like, hold up. What's going on here? She said they had a brother, so I had to come and make sure that the police officers were doing their job. She don't care about a parking ticket. Please. So, listen, Miss Waters, like I said, she was on her way to Costco. And she said, what's tea? What's going on here? Because, she likes to keep up with the millennials and with the slang and the lingo. She's so sweet. I like her. So she probably was like, what's tea? Who knows? She probably had the Thule she probably had the burner on her. Y'all better listen. Y'all put some respect on Maxine Waters' name. No, but in all seriousness, she said they pulled over a brother. So let me make sure everything is on the up and up. Okay? And then she just walked off with her cute little pink sweatsuit, jogging suit, and went back in her car. But in all seriousness, who knows if that situation, had there not been someone like filming this or if Maxine Waters didn't pull up on this scene, who knows? We know what's going on socially, right? So this could have been another statistic. This person could have been another statistic. This could have been another news headline. So I respect it. She didn't have to do that. This woman is a congresswoman, and sometimes people in the political arena seem so far removed. But the fact that she did this, like, not on my watch. Shout out to Auntie Maxine. Much respect for that. Much respect. All right. Since we're in the political playground or the political arena, Andrew Gillum, update on brother Gilliam. Okay, first of all, I've missed him, and I wondered how he was doing. I don't know if you guys remember months ago, I talked about how devastated I was when that whole situation came about. So, former Florida gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum, he gave us an update, and he went into talking about how he is in counseling. He did go to a rehabilitation program. He talked about his father's alcoholism and the damage that addiction can do to a person and their family, and the healing power of therapy, right? We love a good comeback story, don't we? So he said that the depression that he felt after losing the 2018 race for governor manifested itself in addiction. And he said that he's been in therapy since his dramatic and public crash in March. He said in an Instagram post that he had been taking some time away to himself to deal with, quote, some issues, right? And he looks great. Like, this was a 10-minute video that's on his Instagram. I'm not going to play the entire 10 minutes. I probably got like 2 minutes of it. But he said that he went away to rehab to focus on his issues with alcoholism, right? He said that he felt ashamed. He felt like he let people down, particularly after the election, after losing the election and finding himself without the platform of any elected office after years as a city commissioner, after years, why am I so tongue-tied? Anyway, after he was a city commissioner and mayor in Tallahassee. So he took that loss bad. He really, really took it bad, especially because if you guys have been following Andrew Gillum, when I'm talking about like a armpit hair, like a nappy armpit hair shy of winning against the current governor. I think it was like 0.2 or 0.4% of a difference. So he had worked so hard to build up, all this momentum and garner a crowd, garner supporters. And people came out and voted. The debate was one of the highest viewed debates in a long time. Like, it was just looking so promising. And then he lost. It's like, darn. So, he didn't really give any hints as to what he's going to be doing next. He did say that he was writing a book for now, on a personal level. So I guess he's doing that for himself. Books can help. That's oftentimes a way for people who've had any type of like public scandal, to kind of redeem themselves and kind of get back into the political arena. You write a good book, like a tell-all book on yourself. People will eat it up. They'll say, you know what? He's made a mistake. He can come back from this. So who knows? Like I said, he didn't say that he was getting back into the political arena. He did thank his friends for the support that they provided. And my favorite part of the 10-minute video is that he praised his wife. He said that she's a woman that knows everything that I am and everything that I am not, and she chooses to love me anyhow. So he goes on to say about his wife, he says his wife has not just stood by him, but propped him up and told him that even though we don't know what the future looks like, that she believes that this is just the beginning and the best is yet to come. So he had support from his wife. And like he said, she knows everything that he is and everything that he's not. She provided encouragement and support. And that is important when you have someone dealing with a substance abuse, mental health issues, trauma, any of the sorts. So this is a small snippet of what Mr. Gilliam said. Like to hear it? Here it go.
Therapy created the outlet for me to be able to do that, to be able to talk to somebody. I had totally underestimated the impact that losing the race for governor had on my life and on the way those impacts started to show up in every aspect of my life. I didn't want to talk emotionally or really deeply about what had happened in the race for governor because it was a constant reminder of failure and my own personal failures. It was a reminder that I had let so many people down. It was a chorus of this voice that I tried for so long to quiet, which said that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't good enough. All the things that I wanted to suppress and numb and forget about, that depression around what I was experiencing there became far too much for me to keep down. And that's the real crazy thing about depression is that a lot of times we think we're dealing with it. We're strong and we'll put on a brave face and it bubbles up on the inside. But eventually what is bubbling up on the inside is going to come out. And I certainly know what it felt like to see that come out. The feelings I was having as a result of what happened in November, the fact that the office that I thought I could do the most for other people and for the state that I love, I no longer had access to. But not only that, after having spent 16, 17 years as an elected official, the thing I knew how to do well, the thing that gave me an outlet to go and try to change the community in the way that I thought would make it better, all of that was all of a sudden gone. And it really did cause me to think about my own purpose. And my own value and what I could contribute, if anything. And I didn't want to have to face all me. Don't suffer in silence. From the inside out.
All right, well, now, he just basically said, don't be like me, be better than me. Don't suffer in silence. And I read some of his statements earlier on in the video. But yeah, this is like about 2 minutes or so. But it is in its entirety, it's a 10-minute video. And I have to say this. He did not talk about the scandal or anything having to do with a hotel, right? Because I know people probably want to hear, him say this, that, and the third. In my opinion, that's irrelevant right now. That's not a deal breaker for me if he decides to get back into the political arena, right? But I just feel like he's addressing the root of the issue. And of course, people, some people want to know about salacious things. What is he going to say about the hotel incident? For Christ's sake, there were pictures all over the internet. There's nothing for him to say. Can he say anything is the question, because I still have my theories, but I'll keep them to myself. Anyway, I respect the fact that he took the time to go to counseling and go to a rehabilitation center, something that a lot of politicians could benefit from. Okay? And he is providing us with an update. Some say it sounds cheesy. Some say it sounds rehearsed. I think it's brave, whether it's rehearsed, cheesy, corny. It's brave for him to show his face, admit that he had a problem, go through the program, take it seriously, seek counseling, try to get to the root of his issues after being humiliated publicly. I'm talking about pictures. Some of you guys probably seen it. I did. I was devastated. And he comes back and he talks about himself, what he did, the counseling he went through. I respect it. I don't think it is all hope is gone for him. I do think that he can bounce back. If you look at, child, I'm not even going there. Listen, this compared to some politicians in the past and even presidents in the past, this is nothing. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. Thank you for joining. Those of you who joined the live broadcast, thank you. Your attendance is greatly appreciated. Don't forget, if you joined the broadcast late, hit the like button before you go. Catch the replay. If you're watching the replay, share your comments. Let me know what you think. So we discussed Auntie Maxine to the rescue. Tamar Braxton is alive and her treatment is going to continue. She's seeking the appropriate help. Andrew Gillum gave us an update. All is well with him. He didn't say if he was going to jump back in the political arena, but all is well. He looks great. He seems to be in good spirits. He's very grateful for the love and support that he's received from his loved ones and his supporters. In my opinion, had he won by that one armpit hair, I don't think that Florida would be in the predicament that they're in right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I am signing off. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click the notification bell. I'll be back soon. But until next time, as always, peace.